Hello and good morning. My name is Álvaro Regalado, and today I'm going to talk about the questionnaire about the vocal organs. The first question is, what is acoustic phonetics? The answer could be, acoustic phonetic is a subfield of phonetics, which deals with the acoustic aspects of speech sounds and features like the amplitude of the waveform, its duration, and fundamental frequency, etc. The second question is, what is articulatory phonetics? Articulatory phonetics is the branch of phonetics concerned with describing the speech sounds of the word's language in terms of its articulations. That is, the movements and/or positions of the vocal organs. The third one, what is another name for vocal organs? Another name for vocal organs is, it could be speech organs or articulatory organs. Number 4, explain the role of the lungs in speech. The main role of the lungs in the speech is to provide the airstream to produce the sounds. Number 5, there are contrasts between aggressive and ingressive. Aggressive is when the airflow comes out of the mouth while speaking. The ingressive is when the air flows into the mouth to fill the lungs to keep speaking. Number 6, the differences between leanness and fortis. Fortis, the muscular effort needed to drive the air out of the body, is substantial. For example, sh, j, j. Leanness, little muscular effort is needed to drive the air outside of the body. An example could be ye, z, ha. Where is the larynx located? The larynx is located right on top of the trachea, between the trachea and the pharynx. What does the larynx hold? The larynx holds the vocal cords, also known as vocal folds. Number 9. What is the shape and the making of the vocal cords? The shape of the vocal cords, they are two membranes that are made of elastic tissue. They're also thin enfolding of mucous membrane. The making of the vocal cords is flat tissue that allow them to vibrate. What is their action? Their action is to produce sounds that later are going to be articulated to produce the sounds of speech. 11. What happens when they are close to each other? When they are apart? When they're open in this configuration, the air flows from the lungs is unimpeded. It accordingly does not set the vocal cords into vibrations. Therefore, they produce voiceless sounds like p, f, k, ch. Closed, the vocal cords are brought into firm contact. As long as they're maintained, there is no vibration. When they're released, there is a glottal stop. For example, the sound h, hotel, horrible, etc. Narrow. When the vocal cords are close one to another, the airflow set them into vibration, which means that the sounds articulated are going to be voiced. An example is b, v, g, j. How is the roof of the mouth divided? That's number 12. The roof of the mouth is divided into 3 places. The alveolar ridges, just behind the teeth, the hard palate, and the velum, which is the one that is in the back. What is the function of the hard palate? The function of the hard palate, since it's not capable of movement, Its main role is as a place of articulation. Number 13. What is the function of the velum? Well, the soft palate, called also velum, can be lowered so the nasal cavity is available. Therefore, the sounds are going to be nasal because they're going to be extended to the nasal cavity, and the airflow is going to be outside of the mouth of the nose. And if it's raised, the nasal cavity is going to be shut, which means that the sounds are going to be oral. Number 14, name the parts of the tongue. The tongue has five parts. The number 1 is the tip. The number 2 is the front, the blades in the sides, the back, which is obviously the place that is almost in contact with the uvula and the velum. Every single time we say ye, yo, etc. And the root, which is like the root, of course. Number 15. What does the tongue do in the production of vowels and in that of consonants? It is possible for the tongue to articulate vowels and consonants. The vowels depend on the tongue's height, and in consonants it depends of the articulation that the tongue uses. The tongue action in consonants. Different parts of the tongue are involved in consonants. For example, in the sound T, the tip of the tongue is used. T, tower, toy. In the sound H, the back of the tongue is used. Hotel, horrible. The tongue action in vowels. The tongue can be raised into various levels. The difference between the vowel E and the vowel E, for example, is one tongue's height. 15. 3 basic positions of the lips. The lips have 3 basic positions, which are spread, when they're spread or laxed, rounded, and neuter. In which 3 ways do teeth participate in the production of sounds? That's the number 16. We have 3 different interactions of the teeth. We have dental sounds, interdental sounds, and labiodentalization. First, the dental sounds. The teeth interact with the tongue. We have T, we have D. Interdental sounds, in which the tongue tip protruded between the upper teeth and the lower teeth. We have think, that, those, thick. Labiodentalization, in which lower lips is made to move backwards to interact with the upper teeth. We have, for example, the sound V and the sound F. We have fountain, we have flower, and we have also vehicle, very, lover, etc. These were the 16 questions of the first questionnaire about the organs of speech.